Hi guys, Cryptorado here. Hope everybody's having a nice day wherever you are. I know I am. Yesterday was a huge gain for me. One of my main assets, XRP, went up, depending on where you looked, 15%. And wow, this was a long time coming. I mean, the prices were down and was going sideways. The whole market cap was going sideways for like a few weeks, and yesterday we had a big shot up. Not only XRP shot up 15%, but overnight, I live in Europe, so for me overnight Bitcoin followed the leader, and yeah, went up. I was talking about this, I think three or 4 days ago, that if we hit that $7,400 on Bitcoin compared to US dollars, these TA guys were saying that we'd go right up to 7,800, and we have done that. We even went past the resistance of 7,800. So yeah, we'll see where it goes. The next resistance is at, I think, 8,200, something around that range. So if we can break that as well, it will be happy days. You'd be careful. You never know when things go up this fast. They consolidate, people take their gains, and yeah, just don't rush into it. Like cost average in. I know it's really hard because you see the price go up and up and up, but just remember that things do consolidate. Now, yesterday I put a little bit of more money into XRP, a little bit into Bitcoin. For me, Bitcoin is the thing that's gonna, like, if you see from all-time highs, Bitcoin was at depending on where you look again, at $21,000. It's at nearly 8,000 now, so it can do times 2.4, so it can go, your money can double. We'll say your money can double. XRP, on the other hand, was at $3 something and is now at 22 cents, depending on where you look. So it's gonna go, well, its all-time high is more than 10 times. That's why I'm betting heavily on XRP, because it's just gonna make me more money, I think. Now remember, when I talk to you about money and all this, I'm no financial advisor. You do know this. I just tell you my perspective, what I'm doing, and whatever you do, don't blindly follow me. Do your own research. I'll say it again, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. But yeah, this is what I'm doing, and for me it's looking really good. I've got a few articles for you today, just to give you maybe a perspective why XRP went up this fast, this high, and yeah, just some articles so you can decide what you think the price is going to do next. Here we go. Okay, so the first article is XRP related, of course. So this one's written by XRP Arcade. It's on his blog. You can follow him on Twitter, and I'll put the report in the description. Now, the report is really long because XRP has been really busy in 2019, and yeah, you can even, to make it easier, you can download every month, like show January, show February. You can download them all. Now, I'm not going to read the whole thing. If you want to read the whole thing, you go to XRP Arcade, or I put it on my Twitter as well, and the link of the post will be put down below as well. Just, he talks about the XRP price, that it dropped significantly in 2019, but that yeah, these are market cycles. This happens even though something is doing really well. There's been real world adoption for XRP, but the price has been going down, and this has scared a lot of people off. Now, this could be manipulation. Well, I'm pretty certain this is manipulation, but, well, yeah, think about it. All this good news and the price keeps going down. I mean, there's been more corridors to Mexico, to Philippines, on-demand liquidity, more partnerships. Just to give you an example, exchanges. So, exchanges that listed XRP in 2019, 82. So 82 extra exchanges listed XRP. And in fact, 81 out of the top 100 exchanges by adjusted volume on CoinMarketCap offers XRP trading with at least 15 of them adding XRP in 2019. So out of the top 100 exchanges in the world, in 81 you can trade XRP. So this is great. There's been in the top 100, 15 of them that had added XRP in 2019. So that is just that's great. So at the time of writing, there are 1,130 markets listed on XRP. So it's listed on 388 exchanges and is also paired with 47 fiat currencies, with a total of 349 fiat markets. So this is absolutely crazy. If you go down a bit, you can see all the XRP fiat pairs. So I mean, all the big ones are there, to be honest. But there's like even South African rand, Vietnamese dong, Ukrainian hryvnia, new Taiwan dollar. There's really, I mean, it's crazy. 47 fiat currencies. It's. I mean, this report gives also the companies that are accepting XRP, like Free Wallet, Huobi, Hodl Finance, One Exit. I know some of them are really small, but then don't forget we've got MoneyGram, Bitso. I mean, Xongs that has come out, where you can pay people for making music in XRP. I mean, this report is really, really nice and bullish. And I think this is one of the reasons XRP has gone up so much yesterday, because it was released yesterday. And yeah, it maybe has something to do with it all. Now, the next article I'm going to talk about is XRP related again, because I mean the price yesterday went up significantly, and I just want to try and like shed a light on what's been happening. Yesterday there was an article saying Ripple-backed Bitso reveals exponential growth of crypto-powered remittances. So, as you might know, Bitso does the transactions now, on-demand liquidity between Mexico and United States. In the article, I've read it, and I'm going to try and make it a little bit more compact. And it's saying that 10% of all transactions, like from Mexican peso to United States dollar, is going through Bitso. 10% at the moment. Just a little quote here. So the quote goes, Emilio Rivero Coelho, a senior strategy analyst at Bitso, says that cryptocurrency is having a dramatic effect on the average cost of a $300 remittance by settling transactions more efficiently and quickly, and reducing fees, this is important, and reducing fees from 2.83% up to much as 5.62%. So now they're only letting 10% of it go through as a test, let's say, and they are already saving like 3 to 6%. So this is great, and everything's going smoothly, and you can only see him putting more transactions through the system. What does this do? This makes XRP volume go up, and the more volume, the higher the price goes, because the more XRP you need to do transactions, and the more you have to buy, and the more the price just goes up. The more volume there is, the higher the price. It's you can see it with everything. Now, not only XRP was going crazy yesterday, like the whole market was in the green. I mean, I think the only thing that went down in the top 10 was Bitcoin SV. So yeah, and you know what I guys think about Bitcoin SV. Anyway, of course, when these things happen, analysts have their little say in the matter, like using their TA and everything to look at charts and like, I believe in them, but I don't believe 100% in them, because in crypto, I mean, things can go so fast, and sometimes TA doesn't do it for me. But anyway, it's always interesting to hear what these guys are saying. So at this night, Bitcoin went up as well, following XRP and most of the others, and it went up quite significantly. Now, after the article goes, and I'll put it in the description down below, it's actually like analysts react to Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP breakouts, and here's what to watch for next. So, most importantly in Bitcoin, they say, after weeks of relative calm, a popular strategist known in the industry as Crypto Burb tells his 63,000 followers on Twitter that Bitcoin setup is finally getting interesting. He says 2 major levels of resistance are left before a true reversal is confirmed. If Bitcoin can cross $10,000, the analysts expect a long-term rally to begin. Like I said, what I think is there's going to be 2 major resistance. There's going to be one at $8,000, and I think from then on, we could go straight up to 10. And as soon as we hit 10, I think it's, as this guy says, it's going to go crazy again, because it's so mentally, like, it's mental, like, you see 10,000, you're like, oh wow, this is getting interesting, it's pumping again, whoa, whoa, it's going up again. And yeah, I think 10,000 is going to be the main point where I say, okay, we're back in balls, Now, the XRP guide, it says, analyst Donald tells his 126,000 followers on Twitter that he believes XRP could enter a long-term rebound that would bring the price of the digital asset as high as $50 cents, a 130% increase from its current price. He says the number of traders who are bragging about the coin's decline could serve as a sign that XRP has hit a bottom. Despite his bullish outlook and the fact that XRP recently hit a low not seen since November of 2017, Don Alt warns it may have further to fall before a long-term reversal. He says XRP could hit a lower level of support at a potential floor at around $16.50. Now, as I say, these are just analysts looking at charts, and they don't know, because if they knew everything and if they could read charts perfectly and if these charts were always right, they would be millionaires and they wouldn't be putting down articles or be on Twitter. They'd be on a yacht somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, dancing naked around 20 ladies. Maybe 25, I don't know. Look at Dan Bilzerian. Anyway, just to put this, always take this with a grain of salt, because like, I'm going to put the whole article so you can see what they say about Ethereum as well. I'm not going to read it all out, but yeah, make up your own mind. I mean, yeah, it's your own. Do your own research and see what you think about it all. Anyway, going on to the next article. So the next article I pulled up, I think is really interesting, and I just want to show you guys my view on what's happening in 2020 now. 2019 was all about adoption, and I think 2020 is about companies showing their adoption, like putting out the articles, showing their interest in crypto, and actually making mainstream people warm for the idea to use crypto. Now, this one's really interesting for me because I use the website quite a lot. It's Booking.com. So, crypto-friendly partner of Booking.com that accepts Bitcoin Cash, XRP, increased its revenue by 33%. So now you can, if you book on Booking.com, you can book paying with crypto. And now, we're not going to say it's because they accept payments in crypto, but their revenue in a year has increased by 33%, like 1/3. It's gone up 1/3, and that's a lot. So yeah, I mean, I think more and more companies are going to come out with news like this. You're going to see them popping up everywhere. You already have started seeing them popping up everywhere, and I think there's only going to be more and more like light on how companies are adopting. Now, another article on Forbes. I just think it's interesting because it's on Forbes, a very known website. When I looked at it, it already had 25,000 views. But just an article, just saying what I said before. Bitcoin rockets over 8,000 as Ripple's XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin suddenly soar. So that's an article written by Billy Bambo of Forbes. And it's just interesting because I remember a few years ago, I think even before the last bull run in 2017, you never saw major news on CNBC, Forbes, any big websites like that. And now you're seeing news and everything like popping up on major websites. So I just wanted to include this, just so you guys know that, yeah, it's getting more mainstream, and the more mainstream it gets, the more people are gonna trust it and gonna put their money into it. Even if everybody in the world puts $100 into it, I mean, you're bought in now and your money will go up, especially if you're invested in proper things that have real world use cases. Now, talking about that, I'm gonna quickly go to CoinMarketCap, because I know I'm always rambling on about Bitcoin and XRP, but I do have a few favorites. But I just want to put one thing clear. What I'm doing is I'm not going for the number 270 coin and putting money in it. No, I'm trying to put my money in things that I think they might not go up 1,000,000% like the 250th coin or Casino coin people are saying is really good and all this, and it might be. I mean, I haven't done any research, so I can't say anything about it. What I just want to say is, look, there's adoption, there's mainstream adoption, but people, when you talk about crypto, some people don't know what crypto is, and then you say, I mean Bitcoin, and they're like, oh, Bitcoin, oh. So everybody knows Bitcoin, and when they come in and they put their money, the first thing they're going to see is Bitcoin, and I think most people are going to take that because it's still volatile, but in my eyes, less volatile than the number 250 coin, and there's more volume and easier to sell if you want to get rid of it, and yeah. So what I always say to people if they come to me, I say, if you got like $1,000, I put like at this moment, because yeah, I'd put 60% of it into Bitcoin, and they go like, yeah, but you'll never be a millionaire. Look, you don't want to. This isn't a space anymore where you can be rich overnight. It's going to take time, and it's going to go slower than it went before. But I think in the long run, Bitcoin is gonna make you significant gains, and depends on how much you put in it if you want to be a millionaire. But just only put in as much as you're willing to lose, and as like always when you invest, think I'm gonna not be able to use this money for at least 5 years, just so you don't like think I'm gonna be rich in a month. Now, I don't talk about it a lot, but Ethereum is a favorite of mine as well. I think it's going to do very well in 2020. As well XRP, again, my favorite coin, to be honest. I mean, some people don't like it, say it's centralized, don't like the market sell-offs and everything. But if you're honest, I think they've got the most partners of any other crypto, and more partners means more mainstream adoption, and I mean, you can see the volume is going up every day, and yeah, I really like the coin. Now, I used to be into EOS, but that love has like flamed out a bit. I think it's still got a really good team behind it, but in my eyes a little bit too centralized, and yeah, I'm not too keen on it. Now, another nice one in the top 10 is Binance Coin. In my eyes, Binance is the best exchange there is out there. You've got so many peers. Every day, Chanseng Pao is coming out with new things that you can do. Now, yesterday came out with XRP that can be leveraged 75 times. Now, don't go crazy with this if you don't know what you're doing. Just want to say that as well. And then another one of my really big favorites is Cardano, ADA. I think in 2020 that's going to go crazy, especially if you see it's like times 10, times 20 down from its all-time high. So what am I saying? Yeah, times 20. So I mean, I think that can do really well in 2020 as well. Now, there's a few more out there that I really like, but that are like, if I'd have to say my top 5, I'd go with Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, and Binance Coin. They're my top 5. Now, I'm only invested. I know I'm contradicting myself, but I'm only invested in Bitcoin, XRP, and Cardano, because I think these three are going to do really well in 2020, and I think I'm going to use a bit of my gains to put into the other two coins. But yeah, I just really like these three. Now, as I was saying before, the market is up. The market today is still going up, not as fast as we're going up yesterday, but we're at a market cap of nearly $212 billion. Bitcoin is now at $7,953. Ethereum 144, up by 1.5%. XRP came down a bit from yesterday's highs, is now at $21.50. Yeah, Litecoin $45. Bitcoin SV is down 1.5%. I don't like Bitcoin SV. Then Cardano is up 4%. It's up and it's at 0.037. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, guys, if you have any questions before I end this video, I just want to say that because I'm starting off this channel and I'm seeing some love popping out everywhere, I really appreciate you guys tweeting and retweeting and putting me in the comments and yeah. So to thank all you guys, everybody that's listening to this video, go to my Twitter and or just put under the video your Twitter name. I will look you up and I will send you a tip in XRP. I will tip everybody that retweets this as well. And I will also tip everybody that likes the videos. Subscribe, please, because I'm going to be doing these giveaways like more and more often. And on Friday, I don't know if you saw, but on Friday I'm giving away another 100 XRP. So for that, you have to subscribe, like the video, comment your XRP address, and then retweet on Twitter. Okay, guys, thank you very much for listening. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and take care. Cryptorado out.